My name is Kevin Crooks, but most people know me as BG. I'm a very opinionated person, from entertainment to social issues to politics. I have an opinion on just about everything. But as I realize and respect it, everybody has an opinion, and everybody's opinion is different than yours. This show is dedicated to you, the people. Your opinions, your thoughts, your views, straight from the heart. In the real,
and we mean business. We out here and we ain't gonna let them die. We ain't gonna let y'all sell drugs on my block. We gonna take a stand. The revolution starts now.
In the raw.
Hey, if you feel like you need to cheat in a relationship, get the fuck out that relationship.
And uncut.
Step your game up and goddamn Mr. Motherfucker package it in. If you don't want him being up out to his child, and I'ma keep it real, baby daddy, you need to step your game up and take that motherfucking skirt off.
This is the Block Chronicles. Welcome to an all-new edition of the Block Chronicles. I'm your host, BG. Ever since the Trayvon Martin situation down in Florida, racial profiling has come to the forefront in this country, big time. Now, not only there's racial profiling, you can be profiled based on your sexual orientation and your religion. But I'm focusing on the racial aspect personally for me. Now, have I been racially profiled before? Yeah, all the time. By the police and by other different races. Is it right? No. Is it fair? No. But as the old saying goes, it is what it is. Sometimes, no matter how hard you try, you can't change people's perceptions about the other race and about you. For example, have I got pulled over while driving black by the police? All black people know that. Yes, it happens. Yes, I've been a victim. Have I done anything wrong? No. Come on, y'all know me. No, I haven't. But in the past, I have been pulled over. Mistaken identity because of the car I drive. Or, oh, we had a case of the shooting in the neighborhood and we had to check and see. Not fair, not right, I understand, but that's how it is here in America, and it's never gonna change. So here's my thing to you. Especially this goes to all the young black men out there that's watching this. Please be smart about it. If you want to ride around in your car, please have legit insurance. Please don't ride around with suspended, revoked, expired license. Don't do it. You causing for trouble. You giving the police a reason. Please, if you want to ride around with your music banging, music loud. Hey, I used to do it too. But it's consequences. You giving them a reason. Be smart about it. Do not give the police a reason to pull you over. Be legit. That way you the one smiling in their face when you drive off. Because you got your license and your right registration. And you riding clean. Fellas, I can't tell you not to smoke weed, not to deal drugs. Don't ride dirty. Usually when the police see a group of black men, especially like that, and they got the thugged out features, you giving yourself a reason why. Just don't give them a reason. Be smart about it. Now that's it for me ranting and raving. Let's go around and see what other people think about racial profiling.
Man, racial profiling, if anything, it's accelerated. I mean, you got media everywhere. You got people thinking that this person does this, and they automatically assume everybody does that just because of certain actions by certain people. But, you know, unfortunately, we all got to deal with that. So,
have you ever been racial profiled before?
I've been racial profiled just about every day of my life, but I didn't understand what's going on until, you know, like middle school. You know what I mean? But, you know, as I've gotten older, I've realized it more and more. And I get it from, you know, every side. It's not just, you know, black or white or Mexican or whatever. You know, I've also been mistaken for plenty of different races.
Have you ever been racially profiled by the police?
I've been pulled over saying I fit the description I don't know how many times. I mean, clean driving record and everything else. Car all registered to me. I got pulled over once on the south end of Peoria, and they said a car and a person fitting my description was involved in something. And 5 minutes after they got my ID and went back to the car, they came back, cleared me, and let me go on my way. And I was just on my way home from work. So,
how you feel about the whole Trayvon Martin case?
Man, Trayvon Martin, that's a sad situation right there, man. I mean, I feel for him. I feel for all his family. And as far as that goes, that's racial, profiling, to the fullest. I mean, he was wearing a hoodie. He was black. That's the only thing he was guilty of. So, I mean, when it comes down to it, it's still happening, man. It's everywhere.
Okay, the question was, do people profile? Profiling is just making assumptions of people that you don't know personally, you don't know, or even fear personally. And everybody profiles, right, wrong, or in between. And it doesn't matter what your color is, what your gender is, whether you're a drug dealer or a police officer. Everybody, you don't know that person, you fear that person, and right or wrong, it's human nature. It's people don't fear what they don't understand, and then they go ahead and make a defensive move, which is profiling.
So let's talk about racial profiling. I know you hear a lot about, especially coming from me, I know you hear a lot about racial profiling against the black community when it comes to police or other things. What's your take on that? Being that you're of a Caucasian descent.
Yeah. Well, you think I'm not profiled by black people? You think, how many times have I listened to somebody say they didn't like Koreans in their neighborhood? Because I said, why? What's that have to do with anything? But they didn't like, in black communities, not liking Koreans in their neighborhood. Or another one I've heard of is more in more Jewish neighborhoods, not liking people of Indian descent owning stores and doing stuff.
So you saying
I think everybody we have developed a society of fear. Everybody fears somebody else. Nobody wants to accept their own problems, their own difficulties, so they point at someone else. And we have these small little extremist groups from all sides, everywhere all around us, always trying to say, hey, listen to me, it's not your fault. It's that guy that doesn't look like you.
To clear things up for the viewers, when you say the Koreans, are you meaning by the businesses?
Yeah. I remember the two of us discussed that one time. I don't remember how it came up, but Korean Americans owning businesses in black neighborhoods, and some of the black people had the point of view of how dare they come into our neighborhood.
Arab people too.
Yeah, okay, but it's the same thing. It's like, we need to grow up. It's time to start walking away from all that, and we need to start right at home. And when you start listening to these people saying, oh, it's not your fault, it's that other person, you need to stop listening to that guy. That's the person who is causing all the problems.
My thoughts on racial profiling. I kind of got a mixed emotion about it. Do I think it's cool? No. But do I hate it? I really can't say that I do hate it, because honestly, as a race, we kind of brought it amongst ourselves. We kind of, if most people that's sagging pants or whatever, they committing crimes. People that's wearing baggy t-shirts, they committing crimes. You know what I'm saying? So in a way, we brought it amongst ourselves. It's not just the black race issue either. It's Hispanic. It's Arabs. We all brought it amongst ourselves. With that being said, what's gonna happen. And in a way, I'm kind of not mad that it don't happen, because sometimes you got idiots out here driving rims, beats, and guess what? They got blunts and bottles. So guess what? They gonna get pulled over. All right. So as a black person, there's two things you got to do. One, know your rights, know the law, and two, don't be stupid. Right. If you know you got beats, you know you're gonna get pulled over because you got rims. Don't drive and have liquor. Don't drive and have blunts. Have tight insurance and take your ass to court. Right. That way you ain't got no warrants. Because you going to sit there and be mad, oh, you driving, oh, you got rims, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you pulled me over and you ain't got no insurance. Oh, that's messed up. They pulled me over, now I got an insurance ticket. Duh. that's your fault you ain't got insurance. You know what I'm saying? So get educated and stop being stupid. Because you're going to get pulled over. You got a nice car. Yeah, it's going to happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So don't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Is it an example? Have you been profiled before, like by the police or by another race?
Oh yeah. I had a nice car, you know, and guess what? You know, you should know. If you riding more than 2 deep, guess what? You suspect. You know, oh, it's three black guys in one car, 4 black guys in one car. They drinking, or they smoking, they doing something. And no, I didn't.
Or at least one of them got a warrant.
At least one of them got a warrant. Somebody didn't go to court.
Yeah.
You know. So guess what? You know. Yeah, I got pulled over, and they said, "Oh, you have no front plate." You know what I'm saying? And I didn't. You know. But once they found that I had no warrants, tight insurance, they gave me a ticket. I went and fought it, and guess what? They ended up dismissing it. So it happens. So you know it's gonna happen. You know, you in Peoria. It's gonna happen. These cops, they out here to get you. And now with that new law that didn't pass, they running plates. If you got any type of gun charge or any type of drug charge, they pulling you over anyway. So be smart. Don't drink and drive. Don't be around looking for ass, because what you gonna find is trouble. You know what I'm saying? That's what you gonna find. So smart, bruh. Be smart. Black people, be smart.
Do you believe that police be racially profiling people?
Absolutely. Depending on how a person may be dressed, they may assume that this person may be engaging in inappropriate activities, or just because they come across a certain person, perhaps at a certain time of day, they may jump the gun and automatically try to detain or use aggressive force against a certain person, just because of what kind of day or what type of clothes or whatever they may look like. So absolutely.
But when profiling, it just doesn't stop at racism. It stops at sex, and it's profiling against disabled people like yourself. Have you been a victim of profiling?
Oh, absolutely. I'd say mostly when I was growing up around people in my age group, they would think just because I'm in a chair, they would automatically assume that I'm slow. Maybe because of a certain way, because I don't sit up completely straight in my chair, or I have trouble with that sometimes, or maybe even sometimes my speech is a little slurred, or I have muscular issues. I can't, when I bend down to trying to demonstrate.
But you don't have to demonstrate.
Yeah.
Pretty much, you physically disabled, not mentally disabled.
Exactly. And even my physical capabilities far surpass most people in chairs that I've gone to school with.
You ever been racially profiled before?
Yep, when I was 16. I was walking down the street, it was a home invasion, and they're gonna stop me and be like, "You look suspect, come over here." I'm like, "Are you serious?"
That was the police?
Yep.
Have you ever been in any other situation where you've been racially profiled?
Shit. Man, when you go out to a club or when you shopping, mothers look at you all like, is he gonna steal or is he gonna buy something? You know, what he's doing here, you know?
What about in the club?
Dress code, shoes, baggy pants. Me myself never been at the club, but I had a couple friends who had like high tops, baggy pants, and then couldn't get in. And then let somebody else in like that with another race, you know. It's racial profiling like every day in the year.
Give me another instance.
Like, you try to talk to a girl, all of a sudden they think you're a gangbanger because you're black, or how you dress. But you could be like the smartest guy. You could go to a 4-year college, you know, and be smart as hell. But still, we think you're a thug until they hear you speak or get to know you better.
The people have spoken. As you see, profiling comes all across the board. from different races to sexual orientation to religion and to even mental and physical handicaps. Hey, I know personally I've been guilty of racial profiling, especially against Arab people. I ain't gonna lie, when I see an Arab person on the plane, I do think twice. I get scared a little, and I have before. It's not fair, and it ain't right. But in the back of my mind, I do have that. Hell, I even racially profiled against my own people. If I see a thug walking down the street, pants sagging, gold in his mouth, and he walking past me, yeah, I get a little uncomfortable. I feel like I might get robbed, and he might be a good guy. That's how it is, the perception. Not saying it's right, not saying it's fair, but sometimes we do that. Once again, in closing, please, especially to all the young brothers, just be smart about it. And to everyone, let's just have an open mind when it comes to things like this. But that's it for today. And as always, come get your daily dose on the block.